channel. Today is so exciting. We're doing a grocery haul. I freaking love grocery shopping. It's a fun time. When I grocery shop, I try to balance getting whole food, plant-based items, getting cost-effective items, things that are nutritionally dense, and hitting my protein requirements. Been doing that on a minimally processed plant-based diet. I'll show you what I get for the week. This is for me and my husband, and this isn't everything we eat in a week. There's a lot of stuff that we still have. These are the things that we definitely have to buy every week. We're gonna start over with the produce. Let's see. Today I got 2 bunches of bananas. I think Jackson eats a banana every single day as a snack. I don't really eat them as a snack, but I use them in smoothies once they turn brown and spotty, stick them in the freezer, or I'll use these to make banana bread. We have some leafy greens, some spinach. I never eat salads, so I use spinach because I can sneak it into my smoothies without noticing it. So that's kind of how I get my greens. I should probably work on that. Always got to get some spinach. We have 3 onions, 2 jalapenos. I've got some cilantro. I apologize for some of the plastic in this video. I only have a few mesh bags. I did use them, but once they ran out, I had to use some plastic. So I need to buy some more of those. Anyway, some cilantro. Got 7 Roma tomatoes, and I'm gonna use all that to make a pico for my meal prep of my lunch. Meal prep video coming soon. I also got 4 limes. It'd be cool if I could juggle these, right? I can't. 4 limes. I'm gonna use 1 for that pico, and then I also squeeze half a lime on my lunch every day because it's just fresh. It's always great to have lemons or limes on hand because they really enhance the flavor profile of different foods. We have some broccoli, nice cruciferous veggie. It's in Gregor's Daily Dozen. I usually will chop that up and roast it, and then I'll eat that along with roasted sweet potato for my bootables that I also meal prep coming soon. But yeah, I'll use probably 4 or 5 of these sweet potatoes and these broccoli, roast them. That's probably my favorite way to eat broccoli. If you've never tried roasted broccoli, try it. Word of warning, it almost always makes my fire alarm go off when I open the oven. So I always have to turn on the vent fan and all the fans. It just happens. So there's your warning. I got 6 sweet potatoes, and we also have 2 left over from last week. I like to just have some extra on hand because they're so easy to just throw into meals. Sweet potato fries, just stab them and bake them, and we do like loaded sweet potatoes quite a bit. These are definitely a staple. I eat sweet potato almost every single day. And then I got a bunch of apples. Fuji apples are my favorite. I am currently obsessed with eating apples and peanut butter. I remember a long time ago hearing someone else say that they loved apples and peanut butter. So I tried it and I was like, okay, I don't get it. My taste has changed because I am obsessed with it now. I have at least 1 apple a day, sometimes 2, so I got 8 apples, and those are all for me. So that is our produce. I do try to do about half fresh, half frozen, just to save money and avoid food waste. So we have some bags of frozen veggies in the freezer that I can throw into stir fries, pastas, things like that. But I didn't have to buy, I guess I did. Big bag of frozen corn. I use that in our meal prep lunches, and a bag of frozen strawberries. I think I'm gonna use these to make a kind of strawberry jam sauce that I like to put on pancakes, which is super good, it's super easy. So that is the produce. I have 4 blocks of extra firm tofu. This kind has 16 grams of protein per serving, and there are 4 servings in this little guy. I got 4 of those. I will use at least 3 of these to make this super good garlic tofu that I meal prep and put on those bootables. So if you're keeping track, the bootables are garlic tofu, roasted sweet potato and broccoli with rice and a tahini dressing. But I'll also use these for stir fries, tofu scramble, whatever. Love tofu. Once you learn how to cook tofu, it is so good. I got 2 soy milks and 1 almond milk. We'll use the soy if we want to bulk up some smoothie or anything, or just add a bit more protein, because the soy milk has 8 grams of protein per serving, while the almond milk has just one little lonely gram of protein. If I don't want to bulk on the calories, I'll use almond milk. Then we have my favorite part, the peanut butter. The grocery store I shop at, Winco, has a grinder there, and it's actually so cheap. It's $1.98 a pound, I believe. We get 2 of these. We go through 2 of them. I use these in our overnight oats. I eat them with apples. I'll eat them with bananas. We'll add them to smoothies. Peanut butter is my favorite food. I love peanut butter. But if there's not a grinder at your grocery store, just get some dry roasted peanuts. And if you have a food processor, throw them in there and just let it keep going for a few minutes till it gets to the consistency you want. That's what I do if they're ever out or we can't get to Winco. I'll just make my own. And once you switch to this natural peanut butter, you will not want any other peanut butter. You'll become a peanut butter snob like me. Moving on, another protein source for us is black beans. You get at least 3 cans, 3 big cans. I know I have 2 other big cans in the pantry as well. But we use these in our burrito bowl meal prep lunches. Also in those burrito bowls, quinoa. This is one thing that I do spend. It is a bit more expensive than, say, rice, but quinoa is a complete protein. Since we eat rice for dinner almost every day, I like to have quinoa in my lunch just to keep that variety in there. I had to double bag this one because the first bag broke immediately and there was almost an emergency in the bulk section, but I figured it out. I got it taken care of. And then we have our trusty rolled old-fashioned oats. This is actually a very small bag. I don't know what I was thinking. We usually fill up this bag. This might not be enough for the week, but I will definitely be making overnight oats with this, normal hot oatmeal, granola, pancakes. We're pretty much gluten-free for the most part, so we use oat flour almost all the time. We just make it from our oats. We were out of walnuts, so I grabbed some chopped walnuts. I like to add these to oatmeal, granola, things of that nature. Then chia seeds, we need these for our overnight oats. I got some veggie crumble. We've been putting this in our lunch burrito bowls to add some more protein because a half cup of this has 11 grams of protein. That definitely helps. This is one example of that balance. I'm pretty sure there are more minimally processed veggie crumbles out there than this one, but this one at my store was only $2 something. I think it's $5 for both of these. Buy that one, save a little money. And another recommendation is guacamole salsa. Herdez guacamole salsa. This always goes on top of our burrito bowls. This stuff is fantastic. Highly, highly recommend. So that was the grocery haul from Winco. We do get a couple things from Sprouts. We like to get our coffee from Sprouts in their bulk section and we just grind it there. We like the one that, it's like Moonlit Espresso. I don't know. We like very strong dark coffee, so we get that from Sprouts. We also get this creamer. I've tried so many dairy-free creamers and this one is my absolute favorite. We've been getting this one for at least a year now. And anytime I'm like trying to be adventurous and try something else, I regret it. I always just wish I had this kind. They have one that's plain and not vanilla that has less added sugar, but we're pretty clean most of the time, so this is I can fit this in my diet. We got 2 of these because we don't want to run out. It's a sad day when you don't have creamer for your coffee. Oh, Lara bars. These are great because they are so minimally processed. This is the peanut butter chocolate chip kind. Definitely my favorite and Jackson's favorite. He eats these because he takes them to work with him. Since I'm at home, I don't really eat them, but these are really great whenever you're on the go, need something quick and easy. They have lots of different kinds if you've never tried them, but definitely recommend this one. It's so good. So that's the grocery haul. Some things that I didn't buy that we already have are things like rice, maple syrup. We already have tahini because we make this tahini dressing. We already have everything but the bagel seasoning, or everything bagel seasoning. So there are other things that we use, but this is the bulk of our food. All of this was $95.20. Right around $95 for 2 people, pretty high protein, plant-based diet. When I was first transitioning to becoming plant-based, I would watch so many of these grocery haul videos because at first you're just thinking, what do I eat? It seems like all your options are gone. It's interesting just to see how other people eat, the kind of foods they buy. So I hope this gave you some inspiration. Again, we're already stocked on other frozen vegetables for stir fries, frozen fruits for smoothies. We have a lot of that stuff, so this is just for this week. I will show you how I prepare most of this and meal prep it in a video coming very soon. So make sure you're watching for that. Thank you for coming to my grocery haul. See you next time. Now I gotta put all this up.